All right, Aquarius, we're going to do your Libra reading, and my son Jake wants to say hi over here.
And this is Mr.
And Mr. Barry is saying hi, and now we're going to get to your reading. Okay. All right, so Libra season is here. What's going to be happening for you? So we're going to see, well, since you fell out, we're going to keep you out. All right, the Aquarius card just came out. So we're going to keep it right here. So Aquarius, you guys are known for being super unique, right? You are innovative, you are creative, you see things that other people don't. You are just really super awesome visionaries. And with Libra season, this is a time, the time of year where we kind of we take inventory. So we're getting the 5th house for you guys coming up. So we're going to see what has gone on in your year. What is coming to fruition for you? Okay. So all the work that you've put in this year, all of the effort that you've put into things in your life, where are you at? This is the season to take stock and really kind of reap the rewards for the efforts that you've put in. And this could have a lot to do with relationships and agreements that you've made, okay? Partnerships, collaborative efforts that you've been working on. Okay, this is a time to be coming into balance. So this could be a month where you are focusing on relationships. So you are coming up with the 5th house, which is creativity. It is really about you manifesting. All right, this is going to be a season where you're really focusing on what's in your heart and what you want to bring forth. Okay. So I do think that there's going to be probably some collaboration happening, okay, because we do have some romance possible in the 5th house. We do have, the 5th house does have something to do with children, okay? So this is a creative energy. This is definitely about pursuing what matters to you and what is something that you envision for yourself, all right? So now in terms of that Libra balance coming in, this could be about, in terms of this month's energy, a really good time for you to be able to prioritize, right? Maybe things are going to kind of work out more smoothly for you guys because you do have a lot of active energy coming through. You're going to be able to balance your time and manage yourself, okay? So you're getting your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Awesome. So what you've been putting effort into, especially this year, 2020, what you have been focusing on, what you have made, goals for yourself, some good's happening this month for you guys. All right. You're going to see something come to fruition. There's going to be some type of a break in your energy, some type of, a reward. Okay. So well done. And as true to you, Aquarius, you want to stay true to what that vision is for yourself, okay? Really staying true to your heart, to what you want to create in your life, not being swayed by others. Don't dial it down to make other people comfortable. Don't, don't, I don't know why. I'm like, what is wrong with my words right now? Don't self-sacrifice to make other people comfortable. Okay, so we're getting some interesting energy here for you. Everything's reversed except the Queen of Swords. So that's interesting. All right. So we're getting the Knight of Pentacles coming through reverse. We're also getting the Ace of Swords coming through reversed. This is like, definitely, I feel like maybe you've been feeling a block. Maybe there's been some challenges for you. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is about pursuit of our happiness and moving forward and pursuing our goals and taking the necessary steps. Yet there could be an element here of you not being sure of how to move forward or how to create what it is that you want. Because with this Ace of Swords coming up reverse, I feel like maybe the way isn't totally clear. Like, what you want, what you want your life to look like, but yet maybe there's some difficulties in terms of how do you get to that point? Like, how do you take the first steps, okay? Because really when we have these two energies together, this would be like green light, go, forward movement. You see clearly the steps that you need to take. All right. This is that mental energy. This is knowledge. This is really just knowing everything that you need to know and the action of moving forward. But yet, when they're coming up in this reverse position, I really feel like there's a block here happening with you being able to move forward and to create. But yet, we have the Ace of Swords. So, no matter what, even if there is this block temporarily, this isn't going to be permanent for you, okay? The beginning is here. This is the beginning of something new. So if you're feeling like a little frustrated right now, guys, where you know that you want to create something for yourself, you know that you want to go forth into a new chapter, but you also don't actually know how to get started, it will be happening. There's definitely some energy blockages happening. Now we're coming up with the Two of Cups reversed. Now this is a big deal because this is definitely indicating to me there's some type of a disconnection in an important relationship in your life. Okay, because the Two of Cups is a connection card. This is a relationship card. When it's upright, we're healthy and that connection is strong and that connection is healthy. When we're reversed, there's an indication to me that there is something going on. Maybe there's somebody important that, things like in your most important relationship, things aren't very good right now. Okay. Maybe that's part of why you can't seem to figure out the way forward, is because there's this disconnect happening that maybe you make it kind of cloudy for you. Okay. You can't really see because maybe you anticipated that the way forward was with this person and now maybe it's not. Or maybe there's some information coming in that's stressing you out about this person. Okay. Because there's something wrong in the connection. Okay. There's an imbalance of energy here. There is a disconnection here. So if there's, this cord, when you think about energetic cords that bind us to the people in our lives, our cords can become toxic. So there's something going on in a relationship here for you guys that isn't totally healthy. We're getting the reverse Page of Pentacles. And again, like there's definitely, an imbalance of energy in your life in regards to someone. And I think it's definitely taking its toll on you and holding you back from being able to move forward and create and have what it is that you desire. Okay. So the thing about the Nine of Swords coming up with that is really definitely about you speaking your truth and pursuing, what's right for you. You don't have to be potentially as closed off as you might feel like you need to be, because we're getting this Nine of Swords in the reverse position with the Queen of Swords. Well, the Queen of Swords knows exactly what she wants, and she's able to speak her truth, and she is able to stand in her own strength and advocate for herself. And the Nine of Swords, or I'm sorry, the Nine of Wands, the energy of this card tends to me to come across very protective to me, but yet when we have it coming up here with the Queen of Swords, I really feel like this is a really awesome sense of self, right? So this is where you are sitting and you are self-reflecting about what you want, how do you feel right now about the things going on in your life? What are you envisioning for your future? Okay. These two together are really about you not having to be in protective mode, because you are quite capable of protecting yourself and dealing with challenges as they come up. Okay. Um, because the Nine of Wands tends to kind of be almost like, an untouchable, like putting these wands up as type a barricade between you and someone else. Yet, I feel like that's the opposite of what's coming through. I feel like there actually needs to be some conversation. Maybe there needs to be some level of you expressing yourself, not having a barricade up. Okay, so if you're somebody who, like right now, let's say this reversed Two of Cups is really messing with you, okay, and you're kind of going inward because this disconnect, this challenge in the relationship, this energy that is off that you feel, you might kind of go into that protective mode, right? Where you want to protect your heart and you want to kind of go quiet and just observe and see what other people's moves are. Spirit is actually saying here with this Queen of Swords, like, no, stand in your power and say what needs to be said, speak your truth, declare what you need, okay? Because this is this is a powerful card in terms of you determining the future. You're determining your next move. You're determining where you want to go, what you will tolerate. Okay. Now remember, bringing it back over here. So we are getting this in the 5th house, right? So if this is a relationship like your significant other, this is a family relationship, and something has to come into balance here in terms of you doing, really kind of handling things in a way that is very true to yourself and it honors what you need, okay? Because all of this kind of imbalanced, stuck energy that I'm feeling, it's really going to take your being authentic to yourself, I think, to clear this up, okay? The way forward is going to be through your heart and your guidance, as always, okay? In any situation, that's always our way forward. But I think that your mental energy could cause you some added stress, okay? So the worrying and the anxiety. I think that you are on the brink of a new chapter here and a shift in this energy. But I think it's going to take work on your part to get out of your head a little bit and connect more with your heart, okay? So maybe you have this mental energy where you are mulling a lot over, you're really kind of lost in the memories of what's been going on and how it's been making you feel. And that is actually kind of keeping you from moving forward and from seeing things from a different perspective, okay? It's almost like holding on to a grudge that won't let you move past the situation. Okay. So we're getting the wombat spirit. Be at home. Okay, so now this kind of gives this Knight of Swords a meaning, right? Because you want to go somewhere, you want change, you want to move on, but yet that reversal is like, no, you're staying put, right? So here I was thinking you don't know which way to go, but really what Spirit's saying here with this card, be at home, you're not meant to go anywhere right now. You're meant to stay where you are, all right? You are not, okay, so here I get it. If we're looking to escape a stress, if we're looking to escape a situation that we just don't want to deal with because it's difficult and it is uncomfortable, Spirit is saying, you need to stay where you're at and you need to see this through. Don't try to think, the grass is not always greener, okay? Be where you are and do the work where you are. Be at home and be present. Okay, so we're not going to be avoiding something. All right, now whatever it is that is worrying you, you have that chameleon spirit, number 14 coming out. Act as if. This is a really important thing, right? So this Ace of Swords, this new version of you, this new knowledge, like the Ace of Swords is really representative of starting a new chapter in terms of learning. This is mental energy. These are skills. This is a chapter that's going to grow you, okay? A brand new Ace of Swords chapter is really, mental perspectives and perceptions. This is self-perception. This is confidence. This is the way you show up in the world. This could be career. This is, really like training, okay? Learning something new. We have chameleon spirit coming out for act as if. So if you're dealing with some worries about this new chapter for you, let's say you started a new job or you're going back to school and you're worried that you're not going to be good enough or you're not smart enough, and you are really, nervous about this new chapter and you're not sure how you're going to do with it, this is telling you you have to believe in yourself. Okay, the chameleon spirit, act as if you already have it. You already are it, okay? Whatever this means to you, if there's any self-doubt that you've been dealing with, this is telling you you have to believe it about yourself first, okay? Your reality follows your beliefs, so it's safe for you to trust that you have everything that you need to be successful in whatever this is for you, okay? Now with this Two of Cups, You're getting the beautiful cow spirit. Number 15, the miracles are endless. So if there is a relationship problem that is really weighing on you and stressing you out and upsetting you, maybe it's hurting you, maybe this disconnect is absolutely not what you want, okay? The miracles are endless. The healing is possible. While you might be in this moment, it isn't necessarily permanent. And if you invite the healing in, it will come. Okay. So if you invite spirit into this relationship, if you invite spirit into the conversations with this person from this point on, and you surrender and say, give me the right words to heal this relationship, guide me in the right actions to heal this relationship. Pray for the other person's spirit, okay? Not that you have to convince them that they're wrong and you're right, or that you have to win, or that they have to concede and you have to, kind of feel like you have the upper hand. Like, this is actually about connecting on a really deep level of soul healing between you and this person. So this is about inviting spirit's energy in. So there's a lot of faith-based information coming through here, Aquarius, where like you have to really, truly be present in this challenge that you might be experiencing in this relationship. And rather than trying to avoid the challenge, you actually have to consciously participate in the healing of this, okay? So, and here we have transformation coming up, the number 11, butterfly spirit with this page of pentacles. Here's what I'm going to say. If this is involving a child, a relationship with, let's say, a teenager or a young adult, you might have like older children. And I'm saying that because we know that you're working in the 5th house this month. And we know that there is some type of relationship challenge here for you. And the page can represent young energy. So I definitely feel like maybe possibly there is some growth that has to happen for maybe a teenager in your life, okay? One of your children. There's something going on within your relationship. And maybe that's where this mental energy, this Ace of Swords is coming from in reverse. You're stressed about, maybe you're worried about your child. Maybe you are just not able to connect with them right now, okay? Maybe you guys aren't seeing eye to eye. Maybe there's just this stress around you're worrying about them, maybe the choices that they're making. Maybe you're worried because, that you guys are just not seeing each other. You're not on the same vibe, okay? But yet spirit is saying everything can be okay, right? This problem in this relationship can totally be healed, all right? There is peace to be welcomed into this. There's growth that wants to come from it, okay? Transformation is a difference. There's a change here happening. And look at this, spirit has a plan. So you don't have to feel stuck in this 9 of Wands energy where you are feeling like you have to be protective and maybe defend yourself, okay? Spirit has a plan. So this sense of combativeness, this disconnect, this stress in this relationship, it's happening for a reason. This moment is here for a reason, but you're being taken care of. You're being guided. This is not a permanent situation. There is something good that's going to come from it. And take a look. What a beautiful card to come with the Queen of Swords. We have the Eagle Spirit coming through, number 23. Spirit has your back. You are totally being guided. This is, to me, this is showing that whatever this problem is in this relationship is going to be healed and you're going to move forward and things are going to be okay. Spirit has your back is just like so indicative of the strength that comes through. And the Queen of Swords is such a strong energy. Any pain that you feel, any wrongdoing that happens within this relationship, spirit is seeing you. Spirit knows your heart, knows what's going on. You are being protected. You are being guided, and you are not being left alone to deal with the situation. You have a team that's working with you on this. So if your child, it doesn't have to be your child, but I do feel like this is like a childlike energy coming through with this page and this family 5th house energy. You have to stay strong through this because this isn't permanent, all right? But this situation is requiring some transformation to happen. And we know that transformation is uncomfortable. It might require some uncomfortable conversations. And that's why you're working with the Queen of Swords energy, okay? And that's why this eagle, this big, high perspective, let's think about this for a second. With this Queen of Swords, this is all the conversations and leadership that you have to show up with. This eagle spirit is really going to enable you to see very clearly and like look at the bird flying up there, that high perspective. You're seeing the bigger picture here, which means what you're communicating and the way that you're leading is going to, you know, have a profound impact on the way this goes. Now I'm going to take this because it was on the bottom and I saw it. A powerful move is coming through and I'm just going to put it on those cards. You are able to definitely know whatever you have to do whenever you have to do it. Okay. So, and look, even with this coming through, look at the wings on the chess piece. A powerful move is definitely about the fact that you're going to be guided, right? This is a crown chakra card. This is coming through from the solar plexus. We have the yellow here. This is the third energy. This is power. Okay. Coming through with the wings on the chess piece. This is divine guidance. And this is the fact that the decisions that are going to be made are going to be the right ones. They are going to manifest the right situation. The way that it unfolds, it's going to be unfolding perfectly. Okay. So as much as you might be stressed and hurting over this situation, know that you're being guided and that it is going to work out and that it is going to work out for the better, okay? All right. Beautiful. Okay. So with this, be at home and you are not running away from this problem. All right. This Knight of Pentacles, you are staying put. You are getting this beautiful card. Into me, I see. This is about self-reflection and doing the work for yourself. Be at home and into me, I see. Be inside your heart and your mind and trust yourself. This is gorgeous, beautiful work of you on a soul level. This is you connecting with your soul, your higher self's wisdom in the guidance. This is a root chakra, foundational type of an energy that you're working with. So in your home, in this family dynamic that you're going through right now, it is of the utmost importance that you love yourself, you honor yourself, and you spend time with yourself, because this is where that intuitive guidance is going to come from. You're going to know the right moves to make and the words to say at the right time and the perfect words to say when you do the work and you allow your spirit, your higher self, your soul, your superconscious to guide you. Okay? This is really important. You can't avoid it. Okay? Don't avoid doing the inside work, because the inside work is what's going to unlock the end result that you're looking for with the challenge that you're facing. Okay. If it's not a child issue, if it's a spouse issue, it's the same thing. The inside work for you is what's going to unlock the insight that you need. It's what's going to put you into the energetic flow to navigate the situation. You're getting the call of the muse. This is such a great card to come up with the chameleon spirit. This is, this is about you being inspired. This is about you spending time doing things that really, using your imagination. Call of the muse is what is your creative inspiration. Now, remember, this Ace of Swords, when we think about this, you're really being told to tap into your imagination. I think you're being told very much to envision, how do you want this to end? How do you want the relationship to be? How do you imagine it being in a perfect world? What would it look like? How would you talk to each other? How would you spend time together? What would the energy be between the two of you? Okay. Act as if. Spend time envisioning and creating, starting with your mental energy, by the way. It's starting up here. It's starting in your imagination. This is where magic happens. This is where the magic begins, is in your imagination, okay? You are in your imagination and you are envisioning. This is clear advice coming through on how to navigate this challenge, okay? Now with this Two of Cups in reverse, we have the miracles are endless, right? This beautiful, gentle cow spirit. And then we have exposed and revealed. something is going to come to light about this relationship. Okay. Something is going to make more sense to you. There's going to be new information coming in. You are going to have a new understanding of this other person in your life and why this challenge exists. You're going to have more insight into their heart and into what's going on in their head, their feelings, their motivations. This is what is going to be the catalyst for that miracle. Okay. This truth that you are able to see, this aha moment that exposes itself to you, this new understanding, is what is going to heal the disconnect. This is going to be the piece that connects you together. Okay? Pretty cool. Definitely going to be something coming out, okay? Whether it's like a heart-to-heart conversation where there's a lot of truth and honesty that comes out, or a situation that's going to reveal the behind-the-scenes motivation for things and like why things are happening, okay? Because you might be confused. You might be in a situation where you're like, I don't even understand why they're acting like this. Well, you're going to understand, okay? Something's going to be coming through for that. So with this Page of Pentacles, that transformation is beautiful. This person, this energy, this person in your life is going through something, okay? And we have this beautiful uncaging, number 14, the beautiful uncaging coming out, okay? This is awesome. So how awesome to have beautiful uncaging and the butterfly spirit together. When you think about the butterfly emerging from the cocoon, there is something absolutely beautiful that's going to be getting revealed. There is an aspect of this person's soul that is about to be emerging. This is a really big deal. This is a sacred situation, in my opinion, okay? This is a situation that is bringing out aspects of this other person that's going to draw the two of you so much closer. It is a transformational moment. It's a before and after moment. Things will not be the same after this happens, okay? So with this, you have to remain steadfast in your belief of the miracles and understand that your love and that your inner light, okay, when you do this work, into me I see, when you are spending time in prayer, when you are connecting with your soul on a higher level, like that is going to be influencing the energy all around you, okay? When we do our work, it shifts our energy field, okay? It's palpable, right? People notice changes in us. This is important because right here in these two rows here, it's like you are doing the internal work. You are spending the time with your soul. You are envisioning what you want. This energetic work, this time that you're spending truly being present with your pain and with what your heart desires, okay? Both honoring the pain, giving yourself some love and peace, and envisioning what you really truly want. By the way, we have two 14s. I'm just noticing that we have two 14s coming out. And I'm going to look, and we also have two 15s coming out. 14 and 15. I don't know if these numbers are significant to you. Act as if. Be in a state of faith. 14 and 14. That there is something that needs to get unlocked in the person that you love. And that when this piece is unlocked, when this door opens, it is going to provide so much insight. It's going to make sense to you. It's going to become an opportunity for a deep connective healing, okay? And I'm just going to show you that the two 15s that came out were the miracles are endless and a power move. If you are so inclined, if you are intuitively urged this month to do something radically different or say something radically different or be in a moment where you think to yourself, I wouldn't normally handle it this way, but there's some type of a decision that you're going to make that is going to allow a miracle to take place. Okay, follow your gut. Follow the guidance that comes through because there's going to be some type of a move that you make that's going to release and provide an opportunity that you're looking for. Okay, there's going to be something pretty special. Okay. So we're going to go over here now to this 9 of Wands, and this is where we have that spirit has a plan. We have to trust. Don't be super defensive. We have the number 22, tender embrace, okay? Yeah. Okay, so whatever you're holding against, right? Because the 9 of Wands, this card is really you could be definitely holding a grudge right now. Like, this is a card where you're like, I am pissed. I am not letting you do this to me again. You have hurt me. You have made me angry. You've betrayed me. Whatever this is, okay? Whatever has caused you to be right here in this Nine of Wands moment where you have had it with somebody, okay? And you're trying to protect your heart. And yet, Spirit is coming through saying, hey, we have a plan, okay? You don't need to feel this defensive. You need to trust us, and you need to trust in this moment, all right? And here you're getting tender embrace, this beautiful card of the two elephants connecting together. Now, this is a big deal because this really does validate this don't be so defensive message with this Nine of Wands in reverse, okay? This is about allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. And here it is, okay? It's safe for you to be vulnerable. It's safe for you to connect. It is safe for you to have compassion and love for somebody, even if they're not perfect, even if they've let you down. Love is what's being called for here, okay? And you have to trust it. You have to trust in this moment. So when we say, you know, Spirit has a plan, this is really a time for you to be rolling with this situation, okay? Sorry, I got a little distracted because I keep hearing like these loud noises in my house, and I don't know why. All right, now with this Queen of Swords, we know that we have the eagle spirit and the powerful move. You're going to be guided. You're going to be absolutely guided to do whatever needs to be done in the right moment. Say whatever needs to be said. It's going, you know, just invite spirit, okay? Remember, your hard work is paying off. This new moon in Capricorn, this is a new energy. This is an energy of success. This is an energy of you being able to do this work and have this absolutely turn out to be a beautiful ending that you can't even predict, okay? There's going to be closeness that comes from this. There's going to be vulnerability. There's going to be insight. You're going to understand this person better. They're going to understand you better. You know, if you need to be more exposed and revealed, if you need to be more honest and more vulnerable, then you know, if that's what your gut is telling you, open up a little bit, explain yourself. Maybe you haven't fully, totally allowed the other person to understand where you're coming from, what your perspective is. Like, this is definitely a situation that's being called for vulnerability and honesty. Yeah. Okay. Perspective is what's coming out from your spirit guides. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Common ground. Okay. We are finding the common ground. So there's something here that potentially is this blockage of this connection between the two of you. It actually really doesn't matter, okay? In the grand scheme of things, it's like, we need to put this in perspective. And now you're getting earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature, okay? So you need to be grounded. You need to be spending time outside. You need to take a break from all of those stressful thoughts that plague you. You know, this is about finding peace. All right, I'm going to pull some advice cards from the fairies. All right, so this is definitely very, very much, you know, about healing and coming into balance in this relationship for you this Libra season, okay, Aquarius? This is like, Spirit is saying, hey, listen, whatever this is that's come between you and this person, in the grand scheme of your relationship and this life with them, like, this is not something that needs to go on anymore. And it's going to require you to really go within yourself, do the work, envision how you want this to be. What is the energy that you want to have? What is the relationship that you want to have? Spend time in that, you know, really feeling into that, okay? We're getting express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Express yourself, okay? Be authentic to you, Aquarius. This is you always. And let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. Yeah, let go. Beautiful energy with that Ace of Swords in reverse, right? Because that Ace of Swords in reverse is like, you know, not being up in that worrisome control freak type of force energy. This is absolutely about putting away the worries, putting away the fears, and instead allowing each moment to be exactly what it's meant to be. And again, coming through with this nature, be outside. Okay, that's a big deal for you. No matter what outside setting you're in, be outside. It's going to help calm your energy. It's going to help calm your mind. And that is going to be able, when we're calm and we feel at peace, not only are we able to see things from a bigger perspective, a higher perspective, those aha moments are able to come in. Spirit is able to communicate with us so much better when we're more relaxed. And it's also going to allow you to relax and express yourself more and really be with your own energy in a more accepting and present manner. Okay. Now I'm going to pull, these are archetype cards. So right now, Spirit, I'd like to know what 2 archetypes should Aquarius work with this Libra season that will allow her to navigate through this relationship challenge and really truly let go of anything that's holding the connection back, to enable a deeper connection, to allow that vulnerability to be present, the honesty to be present, and the transformation that is meant to happen. We want that archetype that will allow the divine guidance to flow through, because that divine guidance is what's going to help Aquarius come out the other side exactly with the beautiful relationship healing that they're looking for. All right, so you're getting the damsel. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Okay, so a damsel archetype. You always hear about like the damsel in distress. The shadow of the damsel in distress is waiting for a knight to provide for you, and a seduction by romantic illusion like fake, okay? This is like, I have to be taken care of, I have to be rescued. No, you don't, okay? So the light attributes of the damsel is when you are understanding that while it's really fun to have somebody with you, you're also super independent and can handle things on your own. So there's an independence here that's coming through, okay? And remember, you also got this advice of express your individuality. So what does this mean to you? Especially like, we have this little bit of romance coming through here. So if this is a romantic relationship, if this is about your spouse, being independent is something that's going to serve you right now. Not relying, even if it's child or spouse, whatever this relationship is, don't rely on the other person to make you feel good, okay? Don't look to it the way they treat you as your validation. Really let that come from within yourself, okay? You don't need them to treat you like a princess and rescue you all the time. Like, you need to step into your own power here, okay? And that might actually, that must be, it came up, so it must be playing a role in this relationship healing. Interestingly enough, you're also getting the hero heroine, which is passion for a journey of personal empowerment. You are in charge of this. No one is changing this. No one is saving this but you. And you don't need to be saved, by the way. You've got it. There's so much sacral and solar plexus energy coming through in this reading. This is about your belief in yourself. This is about your sense of confidence in yourself. This is your being able to take action in healthy ways. All right. Do not try to escape the hard stuff. This month is absolutely a crucial month for you, Aquarius, to go within and really kind of identify, well, am I relying on this person too much? Am I looking for this person's words and actions to fulfill my happiness? Am I looking for this person to need me in order for me to feel valuable? Okay. Whatever it is for you, I think you have a little bit of shadow work to do where you kind of need to figure out, where do you stand? Like, what is it that you think you really need? And then you need to think about, well, okay, Spirit is saying that the best way for me to be this month is independent. Spirit is saying that I'm my own hero, that I don't need anybody to be rescuing me. Okay, well, what does that mean for you? That means I don't need anybody to behave a certain way or treat me a certain way or make my decisions. It means that I can create what I want to create. And I'm going to do it in a way that's authentic to me, in a way that really fits me. This is really interesting. Pretty cool. Last card we're going to pull for you is a blind spot. This is going to show the mindset that is tripping you up that you don't even realize. Okay, so this is a sigil. This is called the Blind Spot Oracle. And on each card is a symbol that was channeled by the author of the cards. And this symbol is going to work with your subconscious. I'm actually going to hold it up while I read to you what the symbol means. So you're going to look at this symbol. While I read, you're going to listen. And this is going to speak to what is actually messing you up a little bit in terms of how you think or how you're behaving. And you are getting the sigil of number 70. I'm just going to grab the book and I'm going to read to you what number 70 is all about. Here we go. Wavering. So this is what is messing with you right now, okay, Aquarius? So if you have drawn this sigil in this situation, you are staying safe, but you are also staying stuck by having no stance, changing your stance, and or not defining yourself. You may be refusing to settle on a decision, refusing to commit, staying stuck in limbo, being wishy-washy, being two-faced, or tilting whichever way the wind blows you. No matter which way you look at it, you are not being solid in a situation where you need to be solid. You have your own feelings, thoughts, needs, desires, and perceptions, whether you like it or not. It's a part of being in a singular incarnation in this life. It is as important to develop a strong sense of self as it is to be able to transcend selfhood. You may not have been allowed to develop this self, or there may have been consequences for you developing a self. This may have led you to being totally indecisive, non-committed, or acting rather like a chameleon. This is interesting because the chameleon card came up for you. In relationships, people may feel that getting you to hold to a decision is like trying to pin down Mercury. Being able to rely on you to be solid is like trying to rely on a willow branch not to blow whatever way the wind influences it. Trying to hold on to you is like trying to hold on to a handful of air. And trying to depend on you is like building a house on quicksand. People who are wavering tend to have a harder time making decisions. It is important to be aware that if you have a difficult time making decisions as an adult, you often find that as a child, you experienced one or both of two traumatic freeze states. The first is an experience, or many, where you felt like you couldn't win no matter what you did. The classic damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. The second is an experience where there was a high degree of value placed on right or wrong, success or failure. So you experienced painful consequences as a result of making the choice that your adult caregivers thought was wrong. This created a fear of making the wrong choice. If we can't make a decision, it's because we fear the consequences. So ask yourself, what do I think the consequences are of each potential decision? Then take a look at each of these worst case scenarios and ask, what is this potential consequence making me aware that I want? You need to recognize that no decision is, in fact, a decision. It is a decision to not decide. And this takes you out of the driver's seat of your life completely. When you decide not to make a decision will be made for you. It will be made for you by life and by those around you, and they may not have your best interests in mind, or for that matter, because the you that you express to the world is so wavering, they may not even know what your best interests are. So this is saying that now is the time to listen to your inner voice, and based on that, make solid decisions and take solid actions. Wow. Okay. This is so interesting, right? Because you have been told in these first two columns that you need to spend the time going into yourself and figuring out what really is for you. How do you feel? What is right for you? What are the real true emotions that are existing and playing a role in this relationship issue right now? Now, what's so interesting is that you did get the chameleon spirit, and that card mentioned being a chameleon, but here's the deal. If the chameleon spirit serves you, which it certainly does, okay, what is the beauty of the chameleon? The beauty of the chameleon is to be able to adapt to certain situations. So within this situation, you have to decide firmly, okay, and this is where this sigil comes through. You're not going to be wavering. You're actually going to be deciding what it is that you want. How do you want to feel? Who do you want to be? How do you want the outcome of this relationship to be? And then you are going to be solid for yourself, right? You are going to stand strong in what it is that you want. You are going to really do the work of really spending time with the situation and seeing it from all sides, seeing the bigger perspective, allowing yourself to become a much more confident version of yourself within this situation, because when you change and shift, that is when the other person, I think, is also going to come into a more in alignment vibe with you. okay? You're going to be seeing eye to eye, but I think it's going to take your internal work this month to be more true about everything. Be more authentically yourself. Be honest. Figure out where your emotions, like why are your actions what they are, okay? What are you trying to avoid or what are you trying to have, okay? What is it that you need from this person and how have you been going about it? And do you need it from this person or do you need it from yourself? Because that is kind of what this is all about, is that I think that this issue that exists with this other person in your life is actually an issue that is not their problem at all, but it's yours, okay? It's about you providing whatever it is that you're looking for from this person, you need to provide it for yourself. And that is going to make all the difference. Okay, so you're going to be firm and you're going to have belief in yourself and you are not going to waver. You are not going to be like that tree blowing in the wind. You are going to be solid and you are going to take control of yourself, your actions, your emotions, and your happiness. And that in turn is going to allow this relationship stress to work itself out. This transformation is happening in you. This is cool. So Aquarius, I wish you the best of luck this month. I think this is going to be an awesome, beautiful month where you are going to come out of it by the end of October feeling super powerful in who you are. Because you are definitely going to be more true to yourself. And I think it's going to just really generate a lot of self-reflection that's going to serve you really, really well. So thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best. I wish you a beautiful Libra season as you come more into a balance of yourself. Remember, the hard work that you do this month will most definitely bring rewards to your life. If you like this reading, please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. I am working on growing my channel. If you're on Facebook, find me. My group is called Soul Strength. I do a lot of live readings on Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram, Soul Strength Tarot. So thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck.